All right, I'm outside of a house that we are fixing and flipping in Commerce City. I thought this would be the perfect stage in construction to do a video so I can kind of explain everything we're doing and why we're doing it. So one, we're putting new siding on, obviously, because you can see this kind of weird hack job the previous owners did. It changes materials all over the place. Like now we got metal corrugated siding, just different stuff everywhere. So on this side of the house, we've got a new window in. So the window's going first. Let's see where we put the windows in. One trick is, see if you notice the plywood across the top. Because of material shortages, it can take like 2 months to get windows. We like to make our flips go as fast as possible. So a way to speed up that problem is to just frame in the windows to a standard window size. A lot of times that makes a whole lot more sense than it does to custom order the windows and wait for like 6 weeks for them to come in. So we did that on a couple of them, I think here in the back of the house. Yeah, it's covered up now with the new drywall. We did it on a couple of them. All right, so the other thing is with this house, the previous owners had put an addition on the front and back. So this is all, this used to be the back wall of the house. This is an addition. That was the last owners. And then this, past this wall on the front, this was a covered patio that they turned into living space, but unpermitted. And I know because the square footage of County Records does not include these areas. So with that work being done already unpermitted, if I were to pull a permit for the work that I'm doing, I would have to pull everything apart and prove that the work that was done prior to me was done per code. So to avoid that, you can't really, once somebody else doesn't pull permits, you should also not pull permits. We're at a very risky part of this job, right? Where we've got things kind of half done. So the other thing here, this carport, we framed in a front wall and a back. This was already there, a side wall. There was no back, there was no front. In fact, there was no slab even. So we poured concrete here. It's all new concrete. And we framed a front wall and a back wall to this garage. So now it's, instead of a carport, it's a full-on garage. We have to get the garage door in still. That's what's going on there. Then we put a concrete walk from the back of the garage into the back door of the house. So that was pretty cool. I'm gonna do another video on this house here when we're all done, and I'll show you what we did down in the crawl space, because there was some structural work. End up costing about $8 grand to fix it, and I want to show it to you, but I don't want to do it right now because I don't really go down those stairs in the snow and get that door down. And you know, so when I do the last video and we're all done, I'll show you what we did down there. Okay, so up here, new siding, new windows. The roof was already newer, so we didn't touch that. We couldn't pull permits because previous owner already started work without permits. It would have cost a fortune for us to pull permits now at this stage. We had to redone so much. And I'll explain what we did to open up the floor plan. So when we purchased the house, the kitchen wall was here and the kitchen was on that side of the wall. And this was an open living room area. So you'd come over here through into the kitchen, and this was open to a back living room, a second living room area. There's a wall here, and you have this tiny little kitchen that opens to this tiny living room area. So what we did, put a structural beam in across top and took this wall down. You can see where it used to be on the ceiling here. Put a new wall up back here. And put all the cabinets on this back wall, so now you can see all the way to the front door with a nice big island here. And we got to add the third bedroom. So this back living room space, you don't need 2 living rooms, especially in a house this size. This turned into bedroom number 2, which is material storage right now, but that's what we did there. These bedrooms already were there, so they're staying. And then the bathroom is in the same spot. We're just kind of gutted it and redoing it. So Other than that, there's a new, I took the existing furnace and added a condenser and a fan coil to it to get central air, and we put in a new water heater. So all in, this is a pretty expensive remodel. I want to say around 70,000, but I think we can get more than that out in the increased value. So when it's all said and done, we'll find out if I was right or not. But that's it for now. I'll do another walkthrough of this house when it's all done. If you go and look at past videos, you can see what it looked like before we started, and kind of track our progress from start to finish. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.